Hello, Ravens fans, and welcome to another edition of the Spotlight Ravens series. I'm Aaron Schneider, Sports Information Director at Anderson University, and then joining us from the women's track and field team is Emily Smatlak. How are you doing today?
Doing very well, thank you.
Good. Emily's entering her senior year. For her sophomore year, she qualified for nationals in the javelin and finished 18th. She set the school record in the same season with a distance of 41.47 meters. And then she also won the conference title in the javelin during her sophomore outdoor season. The HCAC Outdoor Championships in her sophomore year, she also helped contribute a second place finish in the 4x100 and a third place finish in the 4x400 to help earn first team all conference honors. Now, first, to kick things off, what is your major and minor?
My major is national security, and I'm actually double major, so I'm also majoring in psychology.
All right. Who is your inspiration and why?
I draw my inspiration from a lot of different people, so I couldn't really pick one necessarily, but I watch a decent amount of TV and movies, and I kind of get a lot of inspiration from their courageous actions, different characters, and then also people in real life who do incredible sports feats or inspirational acts as well. So I couldn't name a specific person. But.
Okay. What is your driving force / motivation?
I would say that my motivation is just to keep improving myself and bettering myself. I like to set a lot of goals, so meeting those goals is a really big driving force for me.
Okay, and then what is your favorite aspect about sports?
I really like the team bond that you get from team sports, the team atmosphere, getting to interact with people every day, having the same goals.
All right, and then what is your favorite non-athletic memory at Anderson?
I would say probably going to Model UN. So I've done that twice. And that's a political science conference where you go through simulations of what the UN is like. And I really like the one at Yale. I did a crisis simulation. And so that was living life on Mars, in 10 years from now, and how would countries interact to meet the goal of ultimate survival. So that was really cool.
Yeah, it sounds like it. And then what is your favorite athletic memory in Anderson?
I'd have to probably say the intramurals ultimate Frisbee championship game last year. We qualified, and that was a team I'd been playing with for a couple of years. A lot of them graduated this year, and that was just a really fun time, just getting to play.
All right, going into our next segment of questions, what is your favorite ice cream flavor?
Definitely fudge chocolate chunk cookie dough. And It's kind of a mixture of a blizzard that you can get at Dairy Queen, and then you add fudge in it. So it's really good.
All right. And then what is your favorite professional sports team?
The Seahawks, the Seattle Seahawks football team. I've been following them, I think, since 7th grade. So.
Okay, you got a go-to player in there?
If we're going classic, Russell Wilson. He's just a phenomenal quarterback and person in general. So.
Okay. And then outside of track and field, what is your favorite sport?
Ultimate Frisbee.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite memories just on campus in general. Ultimate Frisbee. It's super fun. So.
And, if you could have any animal as a pet, what would it be?
Probably an Arctic fox. I had to go out of the box for like normal pets, and they're just really pretty. They're able to withstand really severe cold. So.
Okay. What is your lucky number?
My lucky number is 21. I've had that number since kindergarten. That was the number that I was out of 23 students. I think I was 21, and just then it's kind of stuck. So.
Oh, okay. And then when you were little, what did you want to be when you grew up?
For my third grade project, I said I wanted to be a basketball player. And that kind of just is in tune with me loving sports. Now, obviously, it's changed a little bit, but I have a soft spot still for basketball.
Okay. Do you have any pets? And if so, what are their names?
I have 1 cat and 4 chickens. So my cat's
Okay.
name is Tiger, and I don't remember all of the chickens' names, but my youngest sister named them all. So
There you
they're a
go.
little bit strange, but
And then, what is your favorite kind of pizza?
I would have to say pepperoni. It's pretty plain, but it's also classic. So
All
very
right.
good.
And then, what is your favorite condiment?
Ranch, definitely. If you ask pretty much any of my friends, they'll say, yeah, she eats a lot of ranch.
Okay. And then, have you ever traveled outside the country? If so, where?
I've traveled to Egypt sophomore year of high school, which was really amazing. I got to go with a couple members from my church for a 10-day trip. And it was just really cool to see the culture and to get to see some of the famous landmarks like the pyramids. And then I've also been to Canada multiple times. A lot of my family lives there from my dad's side.
Okay. And then, if what hobby would you get into if time and money weren't an issue?
So I would really like to learn survival skills. So I would want to get my training and certification in wilderness survival skills. And also, I think it would be really cool to learn how to rock climb, like free climbing with like the picks and the footholds.
Okay. And then, if you could travel anywhere in the world, where would it be?
I think it would be really cool there's 2 places I can think of. Switzerland is one of them, and just their political stance, they're kind of always in the middle. And so I think that that's really cool. They also have underground bunkers and really good chocolate.
Yep.
So there's a lot of good pros for Switzerland. And then also Slovakia, I think would be really cool. That's where my dad's side is from. My grandpa came here when he was a young child. So just to see kind of like one of my places of origin.
All right. And then, what are your favorite hobbies?
I like really anything sports related. So ultimate frisbee is really fun. I like pickup sports and intramurals. And then I also I watch some TV. I like going exploring and adventuring and hiking. That's also something that I really like doing. Kayaking, being in the outdoors.
Okay. What is a little known but amazing fact about yourself?
I'm an amateur knife thrower.
Okay. There you go.
I picked that up as a hobby in quarantine. So that's one of the couple I've picked up, but it's
All
pretty
right.
fun.
And then, why did you choose Anderson?
There's several reasons why I chose AU. I was looking for a college that I could be out of state at, just kind of get independent, develop my own way, sort of. And then I was also looking for a Christian school, something that offered intramurals. I had been looking at that in high school. I thought that would be really cool. And also a program that had a track team, and national security was also something that really drew me to AU. Because President Pistol, as we all know, was the deputy director of the FBI, head of TSA. You know, he has a lot of great experience and connections and integrity.
All right. What is your favorite? What is your favorite class at Anderson and why?
There's a lot of classes that I've really liked. I really like the political science classes. So I'd probably have to say of my recent classes, I really have enjoyed intelligence. It's been a really tough course. I just took it this spring, and it was the first year Dr. Post introduced it. But it's offered a lot of really incredible professional development. and skills that I will need if I pursue a career in federal law enforcement. And so just like working as teams, working on real life events, that's been pretty awesome.
Okay. And then who is your favorite professor at Anderson and why?
Again, I've had a lot of good professors. I probably, again, have to say Dr. Post because for a couple reasons. She's really added to the program. She's intentionally added some real life experiences we could do, such as Model UN. She took over that program. She built the curriculum of intelligence so we could have something to work towards and build on with our careers. And she's also really involved in students' lives, and she cares about us as well. And she is a difficult teacher, but it's really rewarding to finish her courses.
All right. And then what are your plans after graduation?
I ultimately will pursue a career in one of the agencies in federal law enforcement. I'm not exactly sure which one, but potentially with a concentration on counterterrorism, intelligence, or international relations. There's some of the things I'm really interested in. But before that, I'll probably spend a couple years either doing like being a personal trainer or working at the state law enforcement level.
Okay. And then what do you want your lasting legacy to be at Anderson?
That's a pretty tough question. I'd say probably around campus. I'd want to be known as someone who was kind and well-rounded, you know, who people wanted to be around. And then for my major, national security, I want to be known kind of for the programs that I've helped, not programs, the clubs I've helped develop. There's two of them. The National Security Physical Fitness Program, and then there's a simulations and intelligence program as well, simulations and national security. And those are really intended to help students as well get into the field and have fun as well. So, and then in track, I just kind of want to be known as the encourager and someone who people enjoyed being around.
All right. Well, I think I've covered all my questions. Fans, thank you for tuning in for the interview. Emily, thank you for doing this interview with us. Be sure to follow along with more Spotlight Ravens series interviews. We'll have another one tomorrow, so we will see you tomorrow.